Are you looking for a simple way to make some extra money in Germany? Well, I've extensively researched a way that you can use to make some extra money in Germany. And the best thing about it is that it's totally legal and you don't have to pay any taxes or social contributions on that income. So in this video, I will share what is this income opportunity in Germany, what are the income limitations and regulations that you need to be aware of, can you combine this and your full-time job in Germany, and watch this video till the end as I will also share some of the highest hourly rates that you can earn using this opportunity. So what exactly is this secret opportunity to earn extra money in Germany? Well, it's not a secret at all, and I'm sure that you have also heard about it too, and that is a mini job in Germany. A mini job is a special kind of part-time work in Germany where you earn up to a specific amount and you do not have to pay any taxes or social contributions on this income. The maximum amount that you can earn tax-free with a mini job depends on the minimum wage for that year. In 2023, the maximum earning limit for a mini job in Germany was 520 euros. This limit increased in 2024 to a maximum of 538 euros per month. And in the year 2025, the maximum tax-free earning with a mini job in Germany would be 557 euros per month. By the way, if you're new to the channel, my name is SN. I'm a researcher, and on this channel we discuss business, investing and personal finance in Germany. Alright, now that you know how much extra money you can make in Germany with a mini job, let's talk about who can do a mini job in Germany. Basically, anyone can have a mini job, whether you're a student, looking for a full-time job, or looking to earn some extra income alongside your main job. Even people who are registered as job seekers or refugees can have a mini job under special conditions. But what is your first thought when you think about a mini job in Germany? Probably waiting tables, working in sales, or at the cash register. These pay around the minimum wage, but there are some high-paying jobs as well, which I will share by the end of this video. That said, these activities are commercial mini jobs, and employers are usually companies. However, there are also mini jobs in private households. For example, as a household helper, pet sitter, or childcare provider. In this case, the employers are private individuals. But there's another distinction when we talk about mini jobs. First, there's the mini job with an average monthly earning of up to 538 euros. So within a year or 12 months, a maximum of 6,450 euros can be earned. However, there are certain exceptions. In these exceptional cases, the mini job worker can receive an additional 538 euros for up to 2 months on top of the agreed earnings. Under certain conditions, a total income of 7,532 euros would be possible for 12 months. Second, there's short-term employment. In this case, the mini job worker doesn't work permanently but only for a limited time. In this case, the amount of earning does not matter. However, within a calendar year, the total work period must not exceed 3 months or a total of 70 working days. But what happens if these limits are exceeded? Then the employment is no longer considered as a mini job. That said, if the average earnings exceed 538 euros per month, it is considered social security liable and must be reported to the health insurance. Other regulations about mini job. You should know that a mini job is a dependent employment. This means that the employer has the authority and determines the conditions such as location, time and duration of the work. All of this is stated either in an employment contract or at least put in writing. The good thing about that is registered mini job workers have very similar rights as full-time employees. This includes, for example, entitlement for vacation and continued wage payments in case of illness. And let's not forget, just like full-time employees, mini job workers are entitled to statutory minimum wage. Before you start looking for a mini job in Germany to earn some extra money, there is an important thing to consider. If you already have a main job that requires you to pay social security contributions, you need to get permission from your boss first. In general, your full-time employer cannot prohibit you from having a part-time job. However, they may ask you to inform them about your part-time job before you start, even if it's an unpaid or voluntary job. Your employer cannot completely forbid an additional part-time job, but they can object if it negatively affects their interests. Here are a few examples of situations where your employer may raise objections. Number 1, secondary job is with a competitor. Number 2, the part-time job is in the same industry as your main job. And number 3, the working hour regulations are violated. Let me provide further explanation on this point. Please hit the like button if you're getting value from this video and consider subscribing. In Germany, there are clear legal regulations for working hours in both part-time and full-time jobs. These regulations are specified in the Working Hours Act. The maximum weekly working time allowed is 48 euros, which is equivalent to 6 days with 8 hours each. However, in certain circumstances, it is is possible to work up to 60 hours within a 6 months period, as long as the average working time does not exceed 48 hours per week. When working a part-time job on the weekends, the hours are added to the working hours for the main job. For example, if someone works 40 hours full-time, they can work up to 8 additional hours on the weekend, provided that they observe the required rest periods. There must be a minimum of 11 hours of rest between 2 working days, regardless of whether it's your main job or a part-time job on the weekend. It is important to be cautious when working on Sundays, as Sundays are generally intended for rest and relaxation. In most cases, working on Sundays is prohibited, except for certain industries such as hospitals, local public transport, gastronomy, and the entertainment sector. However, if you work on Sundays in these sectors, you must compensate by taking another day for rest. It is not possible to work on Sundays in a mini job if you already work on all weekdays in your full-time job. Failure to comply with these rules can result in termination of employment from both of your employers. If your employment contract has a provision on secondary employment, make sure to review it. If you're unsure, consider consulting a lawyer to help you understand your documents. I'll put a link to my favorite legal insurance providers in the description below. In most cases, employers are fine with their employees having a part-time job. It's important to ask for their permission to avoid any misunderstanding. If there are no clauses or conditions in your contract that your employer might object to, simply inform them in advance about your part-time job. It's not worth risking a conflict because you want to maintain your main job. It's recommended to have your employer's consent in writing to have proof in case they change their mind. Failing to inform your employer may result in a warning or even termination. To inform your employer, it's best to do so in writing. You do not need a complex document. A simple letter stating the starting date and the job description will suffice. If you're interested, I will provide a template for you in the description as well. Alright, now that you know what a mini job in Germany is, let's quickly cover some important questions. How much holiday do you have in a mini job? The amount of holiday you have in a mini job depends on the agreement made in your employment contract. It can be either the statutory minimum number of holidays or a specific number stated in your collective agreement. It's important to note that these regulations are based on 5 or 6 day weeks. If you work fewer days per week, you will have fewer holidays. Your employer cannot require you to take a holiday when you're not scheduled to work. For example, if you only work from Monday to Wednesday, your employer cannot demand that you take a holiday on Thursday and Friday because you wouldn't be working on those days anyways. If a public holiday falls on a Monday, you are not required to make up the hours on another day if you are supposed to work on Monday. Are you entitled to sick leave in a mini job? When you're sick while working a mini job, it's important to follow certain steps. Firstly, you need to inform your employer before your scheduled working day begins. You should also let them know how long you expect to be ill. From the 4th consecutive day of illness, you are required to provide your employer with a sick note from the doctor. The specific regulations that apply to you can be found in your employment contract. For example, my mini job contract as a student mentioned that I must present a doctor's note from the first day I apply for the sick leave. If you have been working for your employer for more than 4 weeks, you have the right to receive continued payment of your wages for up to a maximum of 6 weeks during your illness. It's worth noting that you don't have to make up for the sick days by working extra days later. You should still receive your wages as usual. Can you do multiple mini jobs at a time? You can combine multiple mini jobs, but you can only earn a maximum of 538 euros in total from the mini jobs. If you earn more money, you have to pay taxes on all of the jobs. This can also lead to one of your jobs being taxed at tax class number 6. So please be careful. What are the highest paying mini jobs in Germany? Most mini jobs pay around the minimum wage in Germany, which is 12.41 euros in 2024 and will increase to 12.82 euros in 2025. Meaning that you would have to work about 43 hours in a month to earn the maximum limit for a mini job. However, there are jobs where you can earn a higher hourly rate. For example, you can get around 14 euros per hour as a storage helper, 16 euros per hour as a post handler, 20 euros per hour as a tour guide, and about 28 euros as a tutor. Meaning that you would be doing about 19 hours per month as a tutor with a mini job. Now with a mini job, you can earn up to 532 euros per month. This might be good, but not enough for some people. What if I told you that you can earn even higher each month by starting your own business in Germany alongside your full-time job? In this video, I share exactly how to do that. So thanks for watching, bleibt gesund, and I'll see you in this video.